Hi, Chris Duff over at Serious Land Capital, vacant land funding partner. Today wanted to go over a couple land on conference updates. Actually, I have several mess of updates related to land pricer and the progress there. Huge key updates as we work to make that product a lot more speedy and efficient. I'll probably talk about that over this weekend. But I was just going back and forth with Dave Deniston on conference. I know I remarked on this a couple of months ago, where that is the if I could choose to go to any land conference, that would be the one. Already been to 4 events in the past. The current one for this year is set up for Minneapolis on August 5th through 8th. I really hope I have those dates right. Well, you can always check it on the on-conference website. But yeah, there's a VIP day on the Thursday, and then it goes through Saturday. And just to kind of reiterate for maybe repeat listeners or some folks who haven't heard before, to me, I recommend this conference the most just because it's so targeted on your precise business needs and current issues. Yeah, every business has issues, right? Regardless of your size. And everybody who goes to unconference typically has at least low 6-figure revenue. So you get at least a bit higher experience within the room there. And I'd say most investors who actually show up, the average is closer to like high 6 figures of revenue rate, or total annual revenue. And the great thing about this is that we're all able to split up into different small groups and have hot seat sessions so that you get 20-30 minutes of direct focus on whatever key business issue or issues that you have, can all be relayed over to your peers for direct and targeted assistance, where it's a very, very supportive environment too. Like all these unconference events, like they're kind of screened. There's an application process to show up. So, you can rest assured that you're not entering into like a judgmental atmosphere or anything like that. It truly, everybody is just transparent and open about trying to help you and whoever else is in the hot seat as much as possible. That's kind of the main gist. And then there's just general networking and kind of events to participate within. Really, again, I've been to a number of live events and conferences within the past, and nothing is as planned to a T logistically as unconference, like from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. There is something to be doing and somewhere to be, so you can rest assured that you're not going to be wandering around or wondering what you're there for. Like, it is really, really well thought through, and every single time I've gone, have come away with incredibly strategic insights for my own business there. And so I'm just mentioning this again too because I was going back and forth with Dave. He was solidifying the moderators. I'm honored to be participating as moderator at unconference. Meaning it would kind of help moderate the discussion. No surprise there. Ensure people are kind of participating and within the hot seat, and it's encouraging folks to speak up. Like, it's really not a huge deal there. It's just, since I had some experience both within the business side and been to unconference so many times, Dave trusts me to help facilitate and ensure that everybody in whatever room that'll be moderating, that folks will be getting the most out of it. So just wanted to mention that there as an update. Again, couldn't be more honored for the opportunity and looking forward to helping as many of you as possible in that capacity. And as we kind of ramp this up, we're going to try to do some lead up events to unconference. So then on my Land Daily Diligence channel, planning to announce this coming Monday that we're going to be looking for hot seat participants. So we'll just have a virtual mini unconference, tentatively planning for April 17th here, Thursday afternoon. So if you are looking for, just in-depth coaching to be on a hot seat on my live session here, you'll have me and the other highly qualified moderators within the land space to assist you specifically on whatever your business goals are. So if you're listening to this, feel free to DM me and mention, hey, I'm interested in being a hot seat participant. We'll probably only have room for 3 or 4 slots within that time period. So, early bird gets the worm, right? So just wanted to mention that there so we can continue to serve the industry and community as a whole. And maybe if you were on kind of the fence of considering unconference or not, feel free to participate and see if a format like that would be helpful, and considering joining us live in August. It's a hard cap of 70 participants. Like, we don't like getting this too large because then it's just becomes even more transactional. It's hard to manage everybody and make sure everybody has enough time to get a hot seat and the right attention served to each business owner. So, and there's currently 53 slots already filled, so only 17 to go. I'm sure that will go quickly the closer we get to unconference. So if you're kind of on the fence, it might be worth considering. So just wanted to do a updated plug there. Again, consider Dave to be a close personal friend of mine, as well as an excellent business owner and one of the best live event operators that I've ever had. Again, the honor to join. However I can help build out what I think is such an advantageous live event, and something that I've gotten tremendous help. Like, I wouldn't be a multi-million-dollar operator without going to unconference and making some of the connections that I've made there. So, just FYI, if that's an incentive, if you like winning at business and like making money, it's probably going to serve you. So that's probably the most helpful plug out of any of this. So let me know if you want to be part of that hot seat session on my live in less than a couple weeks here. Would love to have you. And of course, too, if you want to sign up for Unconference, just search for it. I think it's landunconference.com. I want to say you can just Google it, Dave Deniston Unconference. It'll be there. And maybe it'll be in my show notes for this podcast as well. And you can use my last name, Duff, D-U-F-F, all lowercase, for $200 off your ticket. So, if you want to take advantage of that, feel free to do so. With that, seriousland.capital for any of your funding needs. Obviously, I mentioned Land Daily Diligence Facebook group for zero cost review of your land deals, plus this upcoming hot seat session on April 17th, and landpricer.ai for the most simple and accurate way to price land. The new improved version 2.0 is coming out soon. With that, take care, subscribe, and share. Bye.